So the very first thing I want to do in today's podcast is thank Black Moon Pearl for the very kind comment. Thank you so very much, Black Moon Pearl. Black Moon Pearl shared, nice job, thanks, on my long layers haircut step-by-step video. So Black Moon Pearl, thank you so very much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate comments in general because it gives me good feedback on if the content that I'm creating is content that you guys want to see. Some of you will even write in the comment section the exact videos that you'd like me to produce, and that's very helpful because it gives me ideas on what I should be filming. So thank you again to everybody who's leaving me feedback and comments in the comment section. But for today specifically, thank you, Black Moon Pearl, for the very kind comment. I really appreciate it. So today's topic is how to ensure that when you go into the hairstylist, you get the exact haircut that you're looking to get, that you're asking for, right? We've all gone to the hair salon and we've requested a particular haircut, but somewhere in the explanation, our ideas of what we wanted got lost in translation to the hairstylist, and what they heard is not what we requested, and they end up doing the haircut, and when it's all said and done, you're thinking to yourself, this is not what I asked for. This is not what I wanted. And so this is a great video for anybody who knows what they want and goes to the hair salon to ensure that they get what they want and not have any mistakes happen in getting the wrong haircut. So after 2 decades of high-end hairstyling for the rich and famous in New York City on 5th Avenue, I surely went through my fair share of mistakes and miscommunication and really kind of narrowed down what really worked for me to where I never basically did the wrong haircut on the wrong individual ever again. And this is a great video also for any hairstylist out there who, you know, you get a client that comes in and they explain what they want, and the way that you hear what it is that they want versus what it is that they actually asked for is different, and you cut the perfect haircut thinking that it's exactly what they want, to long and behold, and when you're all said and done, they tell you, this is not what I wanted, and you're thinking, well, it's a bang-on haircut, and it's what I thought you said, but now they're not happy, so no matter how good the haircut looks, you know, it's a unfortunate situation because like I shared, it's not what they asked for. So this is a great video for hairstylists as well to make sure that they understand completely what it is that the client is asking for. So it's a super simple tip that you know, a lot of people just don't think of. Now, a lot of people do. It's very common. That's why there's magazines in hair salons all over the salon, right? And it's for a reason. But basically, what you are going to want to do if you are going out there to get a haircut is to take a picture with you. Whether that picture is out of, you know, Vogue magazine or somewhere off the internet, or a picture of you, you know, 5 years ago when you had the perfect haircut. Whatever haircut it is that you want, you're going to take that picture with you to the hair salon. And you're going to take, as you know, a couple different angles, front, side, back. You're going to take those pictures with you so that you can show to the stylist the exact haircut that you want. Now, here's the tricky thing. A lot of people will open up a magazine and go, I really like, you know, they'll explain to me, I really like this hairstyle, the way it lays in the front. Not crazy about the back, but I like the way it lays in the front. Well, now you know half of the haircut of what they're looking for, right? You know the way it lays in the front because they just showed you a picture of what they like as far as hair laying in the front. But they just got done saying they're not crazy about the back. So if they don't show you a picture of the back of what it is that they want, now it's up to your interpretation how you're going to finish off the back. Discuss with them, you know, what you think the back should look like based off of the front they just requested. So if you happen to know exactly what you want, then definitely take a picture of the front, the sides, and the back, and explain to the hairstylist what it is exactly about those pictures that you like, right? The more you can tell that hairstylist, the less chance he's going to or she's going to make a mistake misinterpreting a picture. You'll think it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll bring in a picture of layers and it looks all beautiful, and so the person goes, oh, I can do layers, and they cut layers, and then when it's all said and done, you're like, yeah, it's layers, it looks similar. I don't think it's exactly what this picture is, though, and you're looking at it, and you don't know why. Well, maybe, just maybe, the layers in the picture that you brought in kind of come down and frame the face, and that very first layer lands right there at the lips. And if you've watched my really long layers haircut, I share how it's a great idea to have your very first layers on the frame the face layer point to something on the face to emphasize the face. So I like to emphasize lips because lips are attractive. Maybe they have wonderful cheekbones or a great jawline. So a good idea on when you're cutting layers is to have that first layer fall right at the lip or right at the cheekbone or right at the jawline. And the reason why is you're accentuating that particular part of your face, basically. So when I'm looking at a client and I'm looking at their face, and let's just say I feel like this model or excuse me, this client that's sitting down in my chair has beautiful lips, I will tell my client, hey, listen, you requested the frame the face kind of type layers. The picture that you're showing me is frame the face type layers. I think, me personally, that even though the picture that you're showing me shows the very first layer laying right here at your jawline, because you have beautiful lips, why don't we have that first layer basically lay at your lip? See, and it acts as the very short layer will act like a arrow pointing at a beautiful part of that person's face, right? A facial feature. And so as they go out there, those lips are going to be accentuated. They're going to be emphasized subconsciously to the general public as they look at this individual. They're going to go, oh, wow, that person has beautiful lips, because here's that frame the face layer that points right at the lip saying, hey, look at my lips, right? And so if they've got beautiful lips, frame the face to start that first layer at the lips or like I said, wherever, jawline, excuse me, cheekbones or jawline, wherever it may be. So that's where I'm going with this. If you bring in a picture to your stylist saying, I love these frame the face layers. I love how that first layer lands right on her lip, right on her jawline, right at wherever it lands. I want to make sure that you can cut my layers to duplicate this picture and have that layer emphasize my lips as well, right? And if the stylist is looking at the picture of what you want, all he has to do is copy it. And if you're giving extra instructions like make sure that first layer hits my lips or my jawline or my cheekbone, then you have very little room for miscommunication on what it is that you want versus what it is that they interpret and hear. Now, a lot of now this is to the stylist. If somebody brings in a picture, I remember I'm going to tell you a story here. Someone brought in a picture of Halle Berry and says, this is the haircut that I want. I'm feeling like I want to go short. She had about bob length hair, and she's like, I'm feeling like I want to go short. And so here is the picture that I want to do. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm ready for a change. So, having gone down this road many, many times before, I wanted to know what it is exactly about Halle Berry's haircut that she liked. So I started off like, awesome. I'm excited. This is going to be super fun. Can you first tell me what it is exactly that you like about, Halle Berry's haircut? Point out the features. Is it that you like it that it's clean around the ear? It's short and clean around the ear, similar to how a lot of men get their haircut, right? Is it that she has texture on top? It's short and textured. Is it, that it's tight on the sides? Like, basically, I was trying to dissect what it was exactly that she liked about Halle Berry's haircut. And so I'm asking her, can you tell me what it is exactly that you like about this image that you brought into me of Halle Berry? And she's like, wow, I just think it looks so cool. I just think it looks so hip. It looks so modern. It looks so edgy. But she couldn't tell me, she couldn't point at the picture and tell me, this is what I like right here, how it goes over her ear, or how it's tight on the neck, on the hairline, or how it's textured on the top. She could not tell me any of that. And what it boiled down to is she didn't want Halle Berry's haircut. She wanted to be Halle Berry. And so when we realized that it really wasn't Halle Berry's haircut that she wanted, as much as she thought it looked cool on Halle Berry, she really wanted to be Halle Berry. We ended up looking at other images throughout different magazines, and believe it or not, we did a very similar haircut to what she came in with. It still remained around bob length. We did some graduation in the back. We changed it up because we knew she wanted to change, but we had to figure out what it was that she, wanted versus what it was that she thought she wanted. So can you imagine if I would have gone through not dissecting what it was that she liked about Halle Berry's haircut and just cut Halle Berry's haircut, and then she looked in the mirror and was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is not what I wanted. This does not look good on me. This is Halle Berry's haircut. It looks good on Halle Berry, but it doesn't look good on me. And she freaks out. Yeah, that is something I did not want to go through, of course. So that is why as a stylist, I will go through and dissect the images that my clients will present to me on what it is exactly that they like about that picture. So you as a client going to a stylist, taking a picture, taking as many angles, like I said, the front, the sides, the back, taking as many angles as possible so you can show your stylist to minimize the misinterpretation of what it is you want by showing them, saying, this is what I want, and then add a couple extra instructions, like I like how the layer kind of falls around the ear or below the ear because I want it longer or whatever. Add those extra special instructions so that your stylist really can't accidentally misinterpret what you want. And this will ensure that when you go into the hairstylist, you're going to get what you're asking for. And again, for the stylists, don't just take somebody's word for this is what I want. This is what I want, and then go ahead and just cut it. Because like I said in the example of my Halle Berry story, you may do the haircut to exactly what they asked for, but it might not be, believe it or not, what they want. What they ask for and what they want can be two different things. And I'm going to wrap up this podcast with a final story on how I know that, how I decided that I was going to start asking extra questions is, one time a gentleman came in, he had a little bit longer hair. It kind of fell down kind of like around his cheekbone kind of area, shorter-ish, Johnny Depp-ish kind of hair. And he brought in a picture of an individual with, really short hair, shorter than my hair. And for those of you who are listening to this, you obviously can't see it, but I got pretty short hair. And so he brought in an image. He's like, hey man, I want a nice summer dew, and this is the picture that I want. And so let's take it down short. I said, awesome. Didn't dissect the picture and ask him what it is about that picture that he liked. Basically, just cut the hair. And after the haircut was done, long and behold, he was, like upset because he was like, this is not what I want. And I said, yeah, it is. This is exactly what you asked for. And he's like, no, it's not. And I was like, well, can you pull out the picture out of your pocket again? And he pulled it out and I was like, can you tell me what about your picture that you brought in is different from what I did on your hair? And he couldn't find anything. It was because it was exactly what he asked for. However, it was not what he wanted. What he asked for and what he wanted turned out to be two different things. And it was a unfortunate situation because he, was upset and he complained, and I let him have the haircut for free. And there goes an hour of my time and just trying to, keep him satisfied. And unfortunately for me, I lost an hour's worth of my time. But for him, unfortunately for him, due to him not knowing how to explain what he wanted, I should say doing it completely wrong, I did a haircut that he didn't want. Now, it's very possible that he was a fantastic actor, got exactly what he wanted, pretend he was upset so he could get a free haircut, and off he went and, and had a really nice haircut. At the end of the day, the haircut that I cut was incredible. It was amazing. It was a really good haircut. It looked really good on him. And it was exactly what he asked for based off the picture. But when it was all said and done, basically he explained, I didn't want to go this short. I wanted to keep some length. And I'm like, well then, why did you say you want a summer cut and show me a picture of a gentleman with hair shorter than mine? That's neither here nor there, but had I dissected that picture, what exactly do you like about this picture? I probably would have discovered this before cutting his hair versus after. So, great information for those of you who are going out there getting haircuts and unfortunately, once in a while, finding out that you get the wrong haircut based off of the explanation that you're sharing with the stylist on how they receive that information. And great information for stylists out there to make sure they're not receiving this information wrong. All right, So if you guys have any questions or comments, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. If you have any tips that you want me to share with you, or just anything in general in regards to fashion, hair, whatever, please feel free to put them down in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, hey, please don't forget to hit that like button. I want to share as many tips as I can with you guys, and so feel free to shoot me ideas of other ideas. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I want to thank you guys so very much again for watching and listening.